For a lot of people, fitness trackers didn't just measure health, they turned it into something you can constantly judge. Now, don't get me wrong, they can be incredibly useful, and plenty of people have genuinely changed their lives through the help of a tracker. But there's one downside I don't think we talk about enough, and it's not physical, it's the psychological. When health becomes something that you can constantly score, it can quietly become unhealthy. I've seen people feel worse about their health on a perfectly fine day simply because their watch told them they didn't sleep well. So at what point does tracking stop being helpful and start feeling like a prison? Because realistically, what people fall into with regards to the trap is that you're trying to optimize everything, and then that is the complete antithesis to living life. There's no room for doing things spontaneously, no room for a change of plans in the evening time or things like that. Rest days, bad nights, stressful weeks, they kind of all just merge into one, and it can feel like that monkey on your back. You're just constantly thinking, what time have I got to go to bed? What time have I got to get up? Oh, well, need to try and get my 8 hours of sleep. So that means that I've got to go to bed at 9 o'clock. And you're doing mental maths at like 8:15 in the evening. And you're like, how have we got to this point? What is going on? So that's when health stops becoming something that supports you, and it feels like something that you have to comply with. And I think when we have these activity trackers, it can sometimes feel like it's ruling our lives like a really strict parent. Like, what are we doing? It's a square device on our wrist. Some of them have a watch on them, which makes them useful, but other things like Whoop, it's just a fabric wrap that's there that's linked to our phone. Like, what are we doing? Let's try and maintain some perspective here. And another thing that comes to mind as well is that it's social media. So I know this has been beaten to death. It's just like a horse that just won't die, or it's like the whipping boy in a Kentucky Derby. But now I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs because you already pretty much know what I'm going to say. However, it's always nice to be reminded that social media, that is just a highlights reel of someone's life. They are not going to put up a reel, well, to be fair, they might do these days, put up a reel of them crying in bed. I know I've seen a few that do it, and yeah, let's press record and show ourselves crying. But I digress with that bit. Again, how much of social media is actually good health? So when they're living the healthy lifestyle, is it actually restrictive? Are they doing things? They're not really going to show you all of that other stuff that they may not like doing, could be sitting in front of a computer doing admin all day. And another thing, depending on who you're following, do they have a similar lifestyle to you? Are they working a 40-hour week? Do they have kids? Do they get ill sometimes? How much time do they have in the evening across the day? Because 8 hours in their life would probably look severely different to 8 hours in your life or 8 hours in my life when we've got responsibilities and we've got some partners that want you home at a certain time so you can enjoy dinner together, because that's real life. And so there's a final point that I want you to think about. If you've made it this far in the video, congratulations, thank you. But the final point is the emotional side of missing a target. So what I mean by this is, you've got a target of 10,000 steps. If you hit 8,900 on that day, how much of emotional impact is that having on you? That number is dictating your mood, and it's dictating your self-worth. You're putting you as a person in a box of I'm a winner or I'm a loser based on I've hit 10,000, I've not hit 10,000. When we think about that as a whole, I hope that you're sitting there and thinking, wow, that's pretty ridiculous. And it is. And let's think of a tip. Instead of looking at 10,000 steps per day and we're seeing it as isolated, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, let's look at it over the course of 7 days. Instead of aiming for 10,000 steps per day, why not aim for 70,000 steps over the course of that week? Because 10,000 times 7 is 70,000, I think. And with that, that can give you a little bit more flexibility. But there's one more thing that I want you to think about over the course of the next week when you're using these trackers. If a tool designed to improve your health makes you more stressed, it's time to change how you use it, not throw it away.